fight that round. Don't let him back into the fight.
Don't catch no hard punches, Jeff.
All right, don't bullshit with him at all. We just start snapping him. Snap your punches and beat him with your speed.
Okay. Your hands gotta get
He's starting to pot shot you. Listen to Eddie. Listen to Eddie.
Fast, short jab. Go to and double it up. When you get inside, throw your double left hook.
Power with power, JT.
When you get inside, you got both hands up, throw your double left hook and then go to the body with your right hand.
Don't get hit with that right hand.
Don't stop in front of him, huh? Because he'll let him throw punches. Okay? How do you feel? Good. Work your way in. Okay.
Here we see Romero as he works his way in with a straight right hand, and Tapia was backing up for much of the rest of the round.
And in the corners between rounds, as you heard, at least 3 different voices in Johnny Tapia's corner. There is always only one voice when Danny Romero sits and listens. Romero more than doubled Tapia on power shots in the 6th, and he starts the 6th with a right hand.
Come on, keep him up.
His glove hit the canvas, but Halpern's not going to rule it a knockdown. He warns him not to put his gloves on the canvas when he clowns. He could have ruled that a knockdown.
Believe me, in a way, it was a knockdown because that punch hurt Tapia. And he played around and touched his hand to the glove.
Harold, do you think that was a legal knockdown?
Jim, let me tell you something. He could have called it a knockdown. You were right. But it was obvious that Johnny Tapia was clowning. And Mitch Halpern, being the good referee he was, just warned him and said, quit fooling around. He didn't go down on the end of a punch. It's true that he touched it with the canvas, but...
That's good. A reasonable call by Halpern. And Danny Romero establishing power shots again in the first minute of round 7. So Tapia goes back to trying to counter.
Tapia was fighting a much better fight when he was counterpunching, not using too much of the ring. Now he's starting to use a lot of the ring, trying to be the aggressor, and he's being caught. As his corner told him, he's pot-shotting you.
As Romero lands more, Tapia throws less. That was the pattern in the last round. Now Tapia finally gets to Romero's body with the right hand and hopes that can help him reestablish momentum. You heard Eddie Futch telling Tapia, go back to the jab, and then double hook.
And that stiff jab that he has is really effective.
Come back. You okay?
Headbutt.
Okay. Accidental headbutt.
Headbutt.
You all right? You guys all right? Let's go. Come on.
Well, you heard what Tapia said. You are right, Danny.
I think they're beginning to develop a greater respect for one another, that's for sure.
Well, there's no greater respect than 2 fighters who've been in giving their best shots at each other.
Crowd tries to lift Tapia.
Tapia is starting to reach with a lot of shots. And that's what you don't want to have as a guy that's been established himself as a power puncher in the fight. Don't start reaching. That left hook hurt.
Ebb and flow. Shifting tides of fortune in Las Vegas. Early part of the fight belonged to Tapia. Romero has established himself in the middle rounds. Johnny Tapia trying to come back against that now.
And Romero goes right back with that left jab in the middle of the stomach. That hurts when it happens to you in the 6th and 7th round of a boxing match. And he's able to come back up with a stiff jab because of that.
Romero out-throwing and out-landing Tapia during this portion of the fight. Johnny beginning to build momentum in the second half of this round as he tries to seize back the initiative that he had early. Hard right hand inside by Tapia. Tapia dropping his hands a little bit, and that's part of what's giving Romero his opportunities.
An accidental butt. All right. I get it. I'll get it. I just want to get the blood out of you. Keep backing him up. He don't like it. Back him up and start digging the body and the head. And use double the jab, too. Use your jab. Hey, I saw a roll with the right hand.
I tried to.
Come on, keep doing it. When he throws that looping right hand, roll down, look where you are, and crack him.
Not hitting. Okay. In close, it's hitting. Okay. But from far, it's not. Okay? Okay. You got to throw those punches fast and don't let him get off, huh? Okay. But side to side. Okay. Constant pressure, but side to side.
Okay. Here was early in the round. And Tapia got cracked, started to clown, came close to costing himself a knockdown. From above,
Tapia turning to Halpern and saying, hey, we butted again to start the 8th round. 8th round out of a scheduled 12. Harold Letterman, how do you have it through 7?
Jim, 67-66, 4 rounds to 3, Johnny Tapia. I think he's got that big early lead, and that's what's keeping him in the lead. But I'll tell you something, 5, 6, and 7, I gave to Danny Romero. He's starting to pick up the pace. Look at that, he gets off first constantly. He backs Tapia up, and he's taking Tapia out of his game. Shots like that will win this fight. Romero getting off first, turning it around.
I have it 3 rounds for Tapia, 2 Romero, 2 even.
The judges at ringside are from Kent, Washington, Las Vegas, and Providence, Rhode Island. Johnny Tapia goes back to digging to the body, particularly with the left hook. So effective for him early in the fight. Tapia reestablishing himself here in this 8th round.
Romero is feinting, coming in closer and closer with that right hand 1-2 combination. There it is again.
Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
So with counter right hands, Romero has cut down on the fusillade of Tapia left hooks.
You know something? And the closer he gets, the better he is. He's at the point where Tapia is worried about his right hand, Romero's right hand now.
He's cut the space between him and Tapia almost in half from where it was back in rounds 1 and 2.
Yeah, you get closer and you start doing a lot of things you've practiced in the gym.
Left hook lead by Tapia. Tapia not starting off with the jab perhaps as much as his corner would appreciate. Remember, Eddie Fletch, Jesse Reed, both classical training types. They like to see a guy work behind the jab.
Yep. The folks at home can count the times Tapia's body is starting to hit the ropes. And that does nothing but fire up Romero. Because that's what he tried to do early in the fight. Corral him into the rope.
Good left hook to the body by Romero. Tapia comes inside, manages to land a left hook up top. Romero with a straight left hand as they back away from each other. Romero misses with the right. Tapia measuring and looking for a chance to go back to the left hook. These fighters are working. Tapia beginning to tire. Every time he shakes his arms like that, George, he's trying to relieve tension from his arms.
You know, because this Romero is giving a lot of feints. Feints give you more muscle tension than actually punching.
Let him up, let him up.
Tighten up all night, you don't know what to do.
Hard right hand by Romero. Tapia landing to the body.
Throw that right hand. You gotta throw him. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. You got it. Okay.
Look out, Danny Romero's connect percentage by CompuBox numbers is rising through the course of the fight.
All the way in.
Round 4 on.
Constant pressure.
31%, 36%, 32, 39, 44% connect percentage in that last round, and that's a function of what George talked about.